Okay guys, right, I have, my headphones here, and if you haven't seen the last video that I made them Bluetooth via this, Bluetooth, music, there were these earphones which were Bluetooth, so I just wired them up onto my headphones. And, yeah, that worked fine-ish, but, as in it worked, but after time, the wires are coming out and they're a bit loose. Yeah. Yep. The wires are coming out there and up here as well. And the main problem, the main reason I'm doing this video is I wanted to upgrade the battery life on them. So they worked and they were good. They would last a fair few hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours, which is fine on one charge. But I wanted to make that bigger, and a good way to do that is just to add another battery. I've got this standard rechargeable battery here. This was from a project before this one. Yeah, I had this 18650 battery, and which is connected up to a power bank, so it's just a standard power bank, and then I had this Bluetooth music receiver, so it was only one way, so I could only receive music. I couldn't send on my headphones tell it to go skip a song or anything. And then yeah, I just plugged my headphones into this headphone jack and everything, and it worked great. And it lasted quite a while. It would last a few days of obsessive use, I'd say. Yeah, especially it's good for headphones. So I'm just gonna add this thing into my headphones again, and yeah, just add them into my headphones. Okay, I'm just same process as before. I'm just taking these things apart. I'm gonna start with this earphone here, because it's less ruined than this one. I'm just gonna pull off the ear pads. We just pinch and just pull, and they just slide off like that. And then we can just pry it open with the screwdriver. Same screwdriver I always use. Standard Phillips flathead screwdriver. And then just pry that, and then just pry that open. Yeah, it's on cameras. There we go. Just turn on the light because I always forget. Yeah. There we go. And okay, yeah, so the wire on this thing has fallen out. This one actually stayed, it's pretty fine actually. What I also wanted to do is I wanted to tie a loose knot in here, and then when this is pinched down, it would yeah, when this is pinched down, I could pull it and it wouldn't come loose, and it wouldn't put any strain on the joints. Actually, the joints are done all right. Yeah, all right. Okay, so while waiting for the soldering iron to warm up, I was going to prepare the battery, but all that was just pulling off this. What I've got here is, so the battery goes into the module. I can charge up the battery by a standard USB right here, and then I wired directly to the positive and negative of the battery, of the output for the 5-volt output for the charging port. and then just wire that up to a female USB, which then I can just plug into this thing right here. And I have a female USB, no sorry, a male micro USB. What am I talking about? So a male micro USB, so I can wire that to here, and then I can plug that into the thing. And I have this one, which was a cheap one that I got from a cheap power bank. So, but I can, I'm just gonna cut it in half, and I'm just gonna strip the wires so I have enough room to play with the wires. Assume that the pink one's positive and the white one's negative. And we're just gonna solder. I'm just gonna solder them onto the inputs here. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, the wire on the left hand side is positive and the right hand side is negative, but really it does depend on a lot of different factors. But yeah, I'm just gonna solder these in. I have the fine point head in, and it's been charging up whilst we're speaking. Although a good idea is to tin these. I am on camera, right? Just to focus. Okay, and just gonna tin the edge of it. Melt some solder on it. Brings out some fumes, but it's good for soldering. So it's not, yeah, I just gotta heat up the joint, wait for the joint to actually melt, and then put in the wire. It probably would have been a good idea for me to twist the wires so that they group together a bit, and then I'm gonna try again. Soldering out. There we go. And just doing the second one. I'm gonna flip it around. And just wait patiently while it melts. It's just taking a while to heat up the joint. Because I've got it on a low setting, but I want it on a low setting because with these things you can easily burn the track off of the pad off of the PCB, and what that means is that there's nothing for you to solder onto on the PCB anymore, and it bursts. Well, it stops. It actually stops working because you can't solder any wires to it. And that's what happened with this thing. I'll could zoom into it now. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah. there you go. So you can clearly see the ones right there. There's no pad to solder to, and there's no solder on them, and that ruined this chip. That made me not be able to use my Bluetooth headphones anymore. You can see that, right? Yep. So, just waiting for it to heat up. Yeah, maybe some more tinning on the soldering iron would help. That does help a bit. Having solder on the soldering iron helps heat up the other bits. There we go. There we go. Now, this thing, I don't know if I want to try it out. It should, I don't know if I want to try it out on my phone, that is. Should charge up things. I'll try it out on this 9-volt battery. So if I plug this in, it should light up that red LED. And it doesn't. Is that because the thing's not charged? And the way to find that out is, yeah, the thing's not charged. Let me charge this thing up just for a bit, or just plug it in so I can show you guys. Oh wow. So if this thing plugs in there we go. Automatically stopped. Yeah, sorry. Just plug this in and plug that in, and yes, look, we've got a charging light, and I just want to turn this over and just apply some hot glue to it so that yeah, so that it's not like gonna fall off and wear and tear as these things usually do. Yeah, well, while I wait for the hot glue gun to heat up, I'm going to get back to doing this. Yeah, so just with this wire here, I'm going to try and tie a knot so that when I put this back on, it will, yeah, it won't fall out easily or anything. I'm going to give it quite a bit of slack. How can I tie a knot if I do loop it and then just hold it, do a standard knot with that as the end. Ow, oh no, that didn't work. Loop it, try and do a standard knot, and then tuck that through, and maybe with the help of these I can actually do it. Yeah, so it's not a great knot. I could have done something better if I desoldered them and then soldered them back up again, but there's no way I was going to attempt that and attempt risking it not working. Oh, I should have measured, checked, but I now I can yeah. So now I can just snap this thing back together. Which way do I want? I don't know if I want the wire coming out up there, or if I want, actually, I kind of ought to have it still hanging out down there, and then I can just, because then the knot thing will actually help the strain thing. Otherwise I'd have to use a lot more, do the knot thing up much higher. But there, I've just snapped it in. I should have put the pad on before I snapped it in. Well, I'm taking that out and then putting the pad in, and I'll come back. Yeah, so I've just soldered them back up and hot glued them. Now it's time to just put this inside here. Simple as, really. Yeah, so I just connect that up. Oh no, I soldered them through in the wrong way. Actually, maybe it's fine to have this. Yeah, I'm gonna slot that through there. Maybe if that's the right way around. No, I've got this the wrong way around as well. Can I reverse it? I want... Oh, don't ask me what I've done. I have practically... yeah, no, I've gone in a loop. So this thing is wrapped around a couple of times. I don't know if that will add to strength, decrease from strength, do anything at all. Just know that I have to... I've got to rotate this thing all the way around. Yeah. So this, there, this can go like so. Yes. I'm just going to apply a bit of hot glue just to tack it down while I so the trigger doesn't work on this thing, so I have to just push the end of the hot glue, and it's annoying when you restart the... Yep, temporarily, quote unquote, hot glued that there, and then the other side of it requires more hot glue, and it's still got a 3D printing filament coming out of this thing. Yeah, I put 3D printing filament through my hot glue gun, and there's still stuff coming out of it. Blowing on it will speed up the drying time by marginal amounts, but still efficiency. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, I'm practically done now. Just need to thread this thing on the earpiece and then push it in. This thing is always difficult to do. I've learned that just pinching the edges will get it to go over mostly easier. Pinching the other side. Now, pinching. I would use like a screwdriver to thread it through the hole and then just lift it around. One, I don't really have that much space to do that, and two, the screwdriver might puncture holes in it. There we go. So I'm just gonna push this in the holes and hot glue it together, and done. Looks a mess, but it will work. That is, if it holds. Yeah. I hope it does hold. So, yeah, I have the standard headphones here with the Bluetooth, the Bluetooth module down here, and then the battery pack up here, and that just this I can recharge, and this can recharge that. I can also recharge my phone off of this, either directly from there or plug a lightning port on it. It also has a light, which probably won't last, as in, no, I don't know what I'm saying. The light will be fine, although it's not very effective light, I have to say. I might tape over it again, just to add a bit more reinforcement. Some electrical tape, I shall do that now. And then show you yeah. So we have the headphones here, and let's turn on my music and see if it still plays. Next song. Yeah, I don't know, is it coming out in both ears? I'm going to put it on and try that out. Yeah, they're good. Coming out in both ears, it's great, comfortable fit. Awesome. Well, I'll see you guys next time.